Well, good morning from the Cradle Valley is the proper pronunciation. It's Saturday the 2nd of November, so it's only a couple of days after the ride I did on Tuesday, the night gravel, and I was on about going up Plynlimon that day, and I decided against it because of the darkness and the descending cloud. So I've decided I've got more daylight today, and that's where we're going. Set off about 10:10, and it's 10:30 now. So we'll be heading up the A44 climb up to Eisteddfod, and then there's a footpath come Bridle Way up to the top. So I want to get off, get the A44 bit as quickly as possible, and do this bit quickly so I have more daylight. So it's overcast, but there's very little wind. It's not forecast to rain, and it's not too cold. I'm in shorts, and I'm feeling warm with my Roubaix top on, so that's good. And it's the first time this winter wearing the sealskins. So there's parking for all walks, £5 per car per day. I've just done a very long 11 miles up to the little hamlet of Eisteddfod. It's on the county boundary here, this bridge. You can see the palace sign there, and then that's the Ceredigion sign next to the bus shelter, which I've never noticed before, and I'll remember that because that'll be a good spot to sleep in. Heading up all the way up there. It's higher than 2,000 feet, which is higher than the Wombat's ever gone. It's very nice looking at the larches. Traffic wasn't too bad. I think a few people are going home from uni because there's a lot of loaded up cars going by. But the colours are changing. There's going to be no shelter up there though, so we're pushing on. Currently at 1,360 feet, so there's another 1,500 to go. So even though it's the 2nd of November, somebody's already put up the Christmas tree, although the lights aren't working. I'm on this nice track. It won't last forever, but it's been rideable all the way up from the main road, which is down there. You can't see it. It is getting misty quickly. I couldn't find my compass this morning, so I'm reliant on the GPS and the track. I've got the map. I would fly the drone, but I don't know how well whether that'll interfere with it. Behind us there's also a big mast behind it that disappears up into the clouds, so I can hear those pylons. There wouldn't be much different of a view though, to be honest. We're already up quite high as it is. 10 miles to go on the track, and the track ends on the Nantymoch mountain road. So when I set off, although it said 30 to go, it was more like 40 or 45. So it won't be a long ride in distance, but it will be long in time and energy expenditure. That's probably the last view of the road. That's the descent to Llangurig. From Aberystwyth though, it's a climb. And it's slow going. I've been sort of, I could have done it if I tried, but it's very loose here. I'll get back on there and have another go. Joined up with the River Wye, which goes all the way to the summit, the footpath. And this fence line, according to the OS map, goes all the way to the top. Fence line. Keeping close to this track. No sight of the road anymore. That down there, it's hard to ride. Maybe in the summer, if it was all light and drier, it'd be better, but it's not bad so far. Yes, it's good fun. Less than 10 miles to go to the Nantymoch Road, so add another 15 on for Aber, so that's good. This bit's rideable though. I'm not clipping in, I'm using the flat bit of the pedal, because you've got these nice bits and then suddenly it goes boggy. I'm going to wait as long as possible before I check the altitude, because I don't want to find out when I'm tired that I've got another mile uphill. Although I don't think it's much more than 5 miles from the car park. The segment thing said, oh dear, said just 2, but I don't trust that. The map from memory, that's 5. I shall be annoyed if I miss the summit though. There's a trig point at the top, so you can see that. This is what I mean. Come over a brow. And it's straight down into a puddle, and you've got no idea how deep that goes. Let's say keep the fence in sight, keep an eye on that ridge there. It looks a bit higher. After 20 miles, 2,959 feet of climbing, 2,468 feet. Pile of stones there. I think the summit is literally just outside, just there. I did check the map. The old pathways are converging, so when I do a turn, and then you can see the actual route goes down. Made it to the summit of Plynlimon. Stopping. I'm doing this video quickly and carrying on. One said hello. I think they're a bit surprised to see me. And I've got shorts on as well, so be happy with that. Well done, Wombat. Just going to stop and have a bite to eat. But virtually out of the wind now. This is quite surprised me how quickly it disappeared. And the summit's just behind me, following the fence line. We've got the track, 9 miles to the Nantymock Road. Gosh, what a place in this, following the fence. Just the wind over my head. It's calm as hell down here though. The source of the River Wye will be, it's over that side and down. There's no no real path or marking for it like for the River Severn, but we are going past it, in the process of going past it, because it's sort of like 3 brooks that go into one in this big, the Welsh word is cwm. It's the Welsh word for valley, but the Welsh word for valley refers specifically to the sort of, it's like the head of a valley where the waterfalls come down the side and go into a river and it flows out that way. It's not like a, you know, a valley that's long. It's like more like the head of a valley. So if I see it, I'll point it out, but if not, it's on that side. Just hopped the fence to get round the boggy bit, although it's still a bit boggy here. But this is pretty much where I think the source of the Wye would be, over the ridge over there, down there. Obviously I can't say for sure, I can't see anything, but I'm trying to think of the English name for that geological feature. It must be something called something else other than the head of a valley. It's not a corrie, because that's something else. I don't know if you can see all these tiny trees growing. We're heading off into the Afon forest and we'll be joining the Severn Way there, and then back uphill out of the forest up to the source, down the other side of the mountain, and then it's all done. The tiny pond on a tiny island. I wonder if it's got a name. If I find it out, put it on the screen. I've hopped the fence and now there's a more clearly defined pathway. This bit might actually be rideable. Oh no. Rocks are slippery for, well, the wheels are wet as well, for no traction. There we go. Another tiny pond, this time with no island, and a fence to go over. I'm not sure if that is the big stone that's got www engraved on it. I don't know, I've no idea what www stands for, but I know there's a stone on my route that's got that engraved on it, and that might be it. It doesn't have www on it. It does have 1865 and an arrow pointing straight ahead. And you can see there's someone's carved 1878. There's people's names on there. 1999. So, oh, a bike. Someone's written. Mule. Very weathered on this side. wind's coming from, it's going that way, so it's coming from here, going that way. I'm wondering if this bit is the source of the Wye bit. That'll be over there. I think this is roughly the location, about as close as I'll get to. I'm heading off that way. We're dropping downhill quite a lot. It's rideable, but not at the same time as filming. Just past 3 hikers who appeared very suddenly out of the mist. And then we're dropping down. According to when I looked at the map before I set off, I get onto a forest track into the Afon forest. Then the 7-way uphill. And I've just remembered, after I looked at the map, the WWW stone is after the source of the River Severn. So, but that 1865 stone, I'm still heading in the direction it's pointing, and the path is taking me downhill. 8.1 miles to go. It's an interesting land formation. It's not dropped down like all the rest of the earth. There's a couple more over there. Oh, I'll have to look that up. Still here, and it's still bleak. Looks like we're going back uphill for a bit. I think I've gone past the Wye bit now, for sure. So 7 next, and we'll hopefully actually be able to see that. I've been forced to stop, come down here, and then there was this rut there, and I avoided the deep bit, but it's all in this bit. It's an interesting plant. No idea what it is, but it likes the bogginess. There are trees over there. Let's check the map and see how close to the forest I am. Oh, look! You can see on the map that the darker green, that's the forest. So we'll be dropping onto the track in a minute, down, join it with the 7-way. That hill is up here, up the River Severn. There's the source, that corner. And then it's down the mountain, then down to the bridleway. Afon Hengham, and then that flows down to Nantymoch. It's 25 minutes to 2, so I won't be home before dark, but I won't need to worry about the daylight, if you know what I mean. I've come the better way, definitely, because this was the way I would have come up yesterday, Tuesday, when I was thinking of coming up. There's no real footpath up this way, therefore, to where I'm going. It's much easier to go up from the A44. I'm going to have to come back in the summertime now. Feeling too cold. What's the temperature? 39 Fahrenheit. So that's nearly freezing, but obviously I'm acclimatising to it. Although when I get home, I will be putting in my winter gloves permanently for the winter. And the saddlebag, and they can stay there, as can my leg warmers. And I'll start thinking about taking my winter raincoat out as well. I brought the drone with me today. If I'm taking all the winter gear, I won't fit the drone in. No chance really to fly, it's a bit windy up here and you can't see anything. First sighting of the forest proper. This is a Afon forest. and that you access that really from the next big town is Plynlimon. That's where the River Severn flows through, so you can go down that way down there. But it'll be nice actually to get into it and be out the wind for a bit. You can see it's expanding itself. There's a sapling here and over there and up there, and there's a few about, and one behind me. 360-degree panoramic shot. Going like that. I just checked the altitude because it feels like we've dropped a hell of a lot, but Plynlimon was 2,470, now we're down to 2,222, so not that much. I'm going to go back up a bit. Down to below 2,000, and that's more sort of the familiar. I think the previous most highest was about 1,800 feet in the forests, maybe 1,900. So this is quite a bit higher than what I'm used to. First sign of animal life. Barely visible. As I descend down towards, I'm not exactly sure what. I can't see anything, but I'm presuming this is the forest I'm getting towards.